What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Good to see you. I've got a couple of little hacks I'm going to show you today, but I also want to talk to you a little bit about, kind of getting started, right? Um, if you don't know me, you should. And I've had my own business for over 15 years now. I didn't always have people I could go to ask, so I had to figure it out. And sometimes I did it right, and sometimes I did it wrong. I always say I'm a good trainer because I've already made every mistake twice, right? And learned the lesson very well. I want to keep you from learning that mistake or getting having one of those mistakes. Hopefully I can keep you and keep you on the right path and help you avoid some of that stuff. Now, one of the biggest mistakes I see people make is I call spinning out on, they're spinning out on go, meaning they never get started. They overanalyze. They don't take action. There's no way better to learn or to retain something than to take action. It's better than reading it. It's better than being taught. When you take action and do it, you'll sometimes come up with a better way to do it that somebody's never even thought of, right? Or you'll figure out the way to do it and get that and build that confidence. And I want to talk to you about that today, real quick. All right. Let me ask you this: do you ever feel like you can never get ahead? Right? Like you work all day and nothing gets finished. Do you ever wish you could get 2 more days added to the week, end of every week, right? Because you can just never get it finished in time, right? All these are things that I've said to myself or felt at one time. And I want to share with you today what you can do about it. But first, let's talk a little bit about what's the conversation in your head like? Be honest. You're among friends. What is it? I say this because I know what it's like, and I've been at certain points in my life, for instance, where the conversation in my head was wrong. And honestly, that's where everything starts. Your subconscious mind is working 24/7, and you might not even realize it because you've just always assumed or always said that or always believed that. Sometimes it's something your parents taught you. In my case, it was that just was wrong. God loved my mama. She loves me to death, no question. She's been the best mom in the world. I love her. I wouldn't change anything. But there's some things they taught me that were just wrong. See, you're in your head. You got to change your mindset. Even like back when I first started, starting out, I never said I was broke. I never said I was trying to get going. I would just say, hey man, I got something big happening around the corner. People like to be associated with people movers and shakers. Hence why anybody that knows me knows whenever somebody goes, hey, how you doing? I have a default response. Awesome, always. And it's funny because it puts people on the back of their heels because they don't expect to hear awesome always. Most people go, man, another day, another dollar. Don't be that person. Don't be typical. Change up your response. I'm going to give you some hacks that's going to help you out today. I'm going to give you just little pieces that'll help deliver your success. You got to get your head right first. Oh, I'm not a salesperson. It's not in my blood. Quit saying that. You sell every day. Shut up. You're a closer. Period. In fact, when you walk past a mirror, you need to start flexing in it. You need to start looking at it going, "Rrr," and reaffirm yourself that you're a badass. This is I joke about this all the time. I'm like, sometimes I give people the advice, man, you need to get around your mama. Well, what do you mean? I'm not a mama's boy. No. You need to get around somebody who thinks you hung the moon, and you need to believe it too. That's why mamas do that, man. Because when they kick us out of the nest, we need that self-confidence. Not to be arrogant or to think you're better than anybody. No, man, just so you can get your piece of the world too. And do the best you can. So the day that you check out, you can check out comfortably. I know new things can be scary, and that's why I'm going to help you. That's why I'm going to kind of hold your hand and walk you down the path. But let me tell you something. When I'm thinking about doing something, let me tell you the first thing you got to think. No better time than now. No better time to get started than right now. And I'm here to get you started. Okay. I'm going to help you focus on more money. And here's what I want you to do. You got to take action. In fact, you got to take action today, now. And here are the four highest items on your list that I personally think that you should write down in your notes right this second. Number one, you got to know your numbers. Why is your why? Why do you want what you want? And you got to know your numbers to get there. Two, obviously take action. Three, hold yourself accountable for every single thing in your life. Everything. Even if it's out of your control, it's from a decision you made that put you there, that gave the thing out of your control a chance to take it out at you. Hold yourself accountable. Man, I go to a lot of events, and I sit with a lot of successful people and unsuccessful, but I've met successful people, and I'm fascinated by them. One thing that I noticed, none of them are victims. They're all hold themselves accountable for everything in their life, and they control it. If you get serious, others will get serious about you too. And so you got to get serious about yourself. Wanting it is not enough. Wanting it is just going to keep you at average. That's why you hear people talk about mediocrity is the death of the country. It is, because people are okay with just being okay. I'll give you an example. And in fact, this was in a movie, and I've seen them do it at events, where the speaker goes, everybody raise your hand as high as you can. Right? Everybody jumps up and raises their hand as high as they can. Now just raise it a little higher. And everybody raises a little bit higher. Now hang on a second. If they said raise your hand as high as you can, how come you could raise it a little bit higher? It's because everybody raised their hand to what they were comfortable with, what they thought was high enough, what they thought would get through the exercise and not make them, stand out as a joke. Now think about that. What's wrong with you if you're thinking that way? That's awful. When somebody says, I joke around and say, when somebody goes, how many Tylenol do you want? I go, dude, how many will kill you? Back it off one. Right? But that's the way you should be about everything. Everything. Let's talk numbers real quick, and I'm going to help you go ahead and push this button, because I know all of you are wanting this, right? Make sure you're taking notes, and we're going to break through on some stuff that you'll forget. Go ahead and grab a pen and paper real fast for me, because I want to make sure that you're going to have notes. In fact, I'm going to give you a few seconds to do that. Grab a pen and paper. I know some people don't have a pen. In the car business, I'd fire people that came to the meeting without a pen. Kind of calculated. I was just looking for a reason to fire certain ones that I knew wouldn't have a pen, but still. People start bringing pens. All right. All right. I want you to write down what your income goal is, right? Is it 7 figures, 6 figures? How much do you want to make? How much do you want to make? Go ahead, put it down. I'm going to give you 60 seconds. For those of you that hadn't got a pen yet, you got 60 seconds to get a pen, write down your income goals, right? And I don't think everything is about money, but this is one of the first goals that you got to get serious about, because it's a tool that will push you to the next level. It's a tool that's going to help you understand more what's going on. Oh, I'm going to edit this real quick. Why y'all do that? Write down your income goals. Hey, Alan, good to see you, buddy. You might be in the car driving or whatnot, or maybe you're about to go to bed, whatever. Just write down your income goals for me, Alan. I know you've got some goals, right? And you got 30 seconds left. Now, what did you write down, right? What was your goal? Because you need to look into it a little bit more than just an annual figure or, you know, a monthly figure. If you said 10 grand a month, a lot of people, that's their first goal, right? 10 grand a month. I remember thinking if I could make 10 grand a month, I could have everything I wanted in the world and more, and everything would be okay. And then I met the IRS and realized they got too much of it, right? At 10 grand, they don't tax you that bad. When you start getting to 15 to 20, it gets significantly worse. It doubles, in fact, right? Some people say 7 figures. Do you know that means you need to focus on $2,739.72 a day? You need to focus on $19,178.18 a week. See, people don't look like that. They think if they just wish, and hope, and tell everybody they want to make 7 figures, then one day all of a sudden they're just going to have 7 figures, and they go, oh shit, I made 7 figures this year. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. How many of you made $2,800? We're just using that for round math. $2,800 today. If you said 6 figures, who's made $280 today? And this is assuming that you're working 7 days a week, that you have some automated process or maybe something in your business is scaling, right? And you don't have to think 7 figures. If you're thinking 6 figures, that's fine. So a lot of you have a full-time job, right? And you're working part-time. I know that's tough, but you got pensions and whatever reasons that you're doing that. That's fine. I think owning your own business takes 100% commitment. I'm not gonna lie, but it doesn't mean that you can't be feeding water and a seed and building something now until you're ready, right? So maybe you're thinking 6 figures. What have you done to make $273.97 today? And it's assuming you're working every day. If you're working 5 days a week, changes the whole deal. 5 days a week, you got to make $400 a day, right? So whatever your goal is, I want you to figure out what it is a day and what it is a month or what it is a week and start focusing on it, okay? Here's what I want you to do. I'm going to give you a Cyd hack real quick. And this is a hack that I do in order to stay focused. This is what I do when I got to get stuff done, I got to get stuff done. And the way my life works right now is, I'm doing a lot of stuff with the 93.1 FM here in Jackson. We're talking about other stations and we're doing live remotes and I'm getting to meet all new people in the community and stuff. And it's awesome because I got a bunch of great guys that are introducing me. So they're warm leads and stuff. But then I also have my responsibility to my online courses that I've done and stuff like that. So generally, I can't do all of those things in one day, right? So like today, I focus 100% on doing my training webinars and my online stuff. And to stay focused and to make sure that I don't start, washing the windows or thinking, oh man, that truck needs that truck sure is dirty. Let me wash it real quick. Or I get sidetracked and, start doing something else. I focus the whole day on my internet training stuff, right? And tomorrow, I'll focus the whole day on going and meeting people locally here in Jackson, Tennessee. Okay? Because that's what I do on Fridays. I go up to the Old Country Store and I start meeting people, and I'm pretty open. I always go to lunch with somebody, right? I'll take them to lunch and get to know them and see who they know and blah, 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 and vice versa. Okay? But here's what I want you to do. For now on, if something comes up that you need to do, right? Because you're something unplanned, right? We call this the force of average, by the way, right? It's these little things that are meant to hold you down, right? And we just laugh about them because eventually you realize it's nothing you did, it's nothing you are, it just happens. But I want you to write it down. If it takes more than 30 seconds, I want you to write it down. Everybody should have a notepad, by the way, right? My mom used to write everything down. I used to make fun of her. God, man, that's why I can't be sweet enough to her to ever pay her back for the way I was. But I'm the same way now. I write it down. Write it down. If it takes over 30 seconds, I want you to write it down, and you can get to it, but not right then. Quit stopping, breaking your mindset or your focus of what you're doing. Complete one task at a time, as small as you got to make it. Complete it. If it takes over 30 seconds, you write it down, put it on a list, and you'll get back to it. You got to stay focused until you complete your task, right? If you do this, you'll start seeing things get done. And you know what happens? You actually start creating a winning mindset. You'll build your confidence. This is the reason why you go out and try things that you've never done before, because all of a sudden you can master it and it's nothing. I used the example. I remember my first car was a 73 Volkswagen Bug, right? And I built the motor up all big. And I thought, man, I'm never going to learn how to drive this 4-speed, right? Before I know it, I'm on the cell phone. Yeah, it ages me, but I'm on my cell phone, chewing gum, talking to my girlfriend, and driving the 4-speed, right? Because you build your confidence, and now it doesn't scare you. You can do it because you know you can do it. First time you drive a moving truck, by the time you return the truck, man, you're sitting there, driving it like it's your car. 26-foot truck doesn't scare you anymore. Same with a boat, right? You got to build your confidence. By taking action, you can do so. By staying focused, you can get off go and move forward. And as one of my most loved musicians and personalities from Augusta, Georgia, James Brown, makes you feel good, right? All right, I'm going to give you real quick a Facebook hack, something that you can do right now that you should, and is really neat. Check this out. So this is my buddy EBR, but I just showed this for example. See his profile pic there, right? See his profile pic? That's cool. But sometimes people will click on it and go, let me see it. Let me get a little closer. Let me take a look at it. Well, I'm going to show you a secret. You can go on paint.net is what I used, and I built this thing right here. This is voicedrops.net, which, well, that's not anymore, but it used to be, right? This used to be one of my businesses. I sold this company, right? You put your phone number. It's basically a business card, right? Spike Promotions, company name, Sid Michael. But check this out. When it shrinks down as your profile picture, it looks like this. But when you click it, and I'll get you the actual sizes that this needs to be. I just didn't have a chance to figure out what these are. But when you click it, then it pops up and it's a business card. Make your profile pic a business card. I tell you, more people than not never tell their friends what they do. Your friends are the ones that can send you references and referrals. Trust me, referrals are one of the the best leads you can possibly get. That's the easiest to close and the easiest to make money on. So you want to have as many word of mouth referrals as you possibly can. Let your friends know what you do and when you do it. Okay. You'll be surprised if it makes one extra deal a day. It's going to get you that much closer to that $273 or that $2,700 that you got to make. Okay. A good way to do it that's less conspicuous, but yet a really, God, that's cool, is to do it with your profile pic. Make your profile pic a business card. See there? And you can go to paint.net. It's free. They'll ask you to donate money, or if you want to, and I have a couple times when I've downloaded it, but I use this all the time. It's easy to figure out. It's simple. You should at least master this so you can build yourself basic graphics in your business. It's a necessity. Okay. All right. So I didn't want to go too long. We've did a solid 20 minutes here, and I'm going to check out because I got stuff to do. I want you to do what I just showed you. Take action and make it happen. Take it serious, and others will take you serious also. Thank you.